अरे इधर कोई खड़ा है कि
नहीं कोई नहीं, यहाँ है कोई किधर?
नहीं, यहाँ के एक लड़की खड़े कर रहे कह रहे थे
कहाँ से?
इस तरफ भी एक मैडम कहती है एक लड़की
कहाँ गई वो? कहाँ का है? नेहा और हिमानी है ना अभी हमारे पास दो जो
दो
नीचे
है।
तो वो है वो तो प्रिया है। प्रिया
वो कहाँ गई?
नेहा का है। नेहा पीछे बैठी थी वहाँ पे।
कहाँ बैठी है?
मैंने वहाँ देखा।
कहाँ से कॉल करके बुलाओगे?
अरे पीछे देखा वहाँ बैठे हुए हैं।
वो तो ऐसा नहीं जैसे कॉन्सर्ट में दे के चले जाती है
वो पहले देखा था मैंने उसको।
सेक्रेटरी को मैंने देखा
सीट हो गई लास्ट सेकंड में बैठे क्या कभी लास्ट
हाँ सेकंड लास्ट में आपने कहीं सेक्रेटरी को देखा हो? सेक्रेटरी को देखा हो
हाँ
कैसे?
सर देखा है ना नहीं मैन है ना
मेरे खुद नहीं देखा लेकिन तो अंदर जाके ऐसे बोलो तो लास्ट मोमेंट तक नहीं बैठा नहीं जब तक 15 मिनट पता थोड़ी होता है सब अचानक कर दो
सब इधर है। कोई है नहीं नेहा बिलिंग लेने अंदर रखो।
Before we begin, I request all present here to kindly put their mobile phones on silent mode. Namaskar and good afternoon. On this momentous occasion of the 20th Foundation Day of the Ministry of Earth Sciences, I extend very warm welcome to all our esteemed dignitaries, former secretaries, directors of the institutes, distinguished guests, senior scientists and colleagues. कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए मैं हमारे सम्मानित अतिथि डॉक्टर ए मुथनायगम, डॉक्टर चंद्रमौली गडमनगु, पृथ्वी विज्ञान मंत्रालय की सचिव डॉक्टर कलई सल्वी, आईएमडी के महानिदेशक डॉक्टर मृत्युंजय महापात्रा और संयुक्त सचिव श्री श्रीनिवास राव गंगी रेड्डी जी से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे मंच पर आएं और अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें. As we begin the event, I request all present to rise for the national song. Today, we celebrate 2 decades of remarkable achievements, innovation, and service to the nation in the field of earth sciences. And aptly so, the theme of our Foundation Day this year is Earth System Sciences towards Viksit Bharat 2047, the strategic role of the ministry, which aligns excellently well with the national aspirations. 20 वर्षों की इस यात्रा में पृथ्वी विज्ञान मंत्रालय ने विज्ञान और समाज के बीच एक सशक्त पुल का निर्माण किया है। मानवता की सेवा में विज्ञान यही हमारा ध्येय रहा। हमने चक्रवातों और बाढ़ों की समय पर चेतावनी देकर अनगिनत जीवन बचाए। हमारा मॉनसून मिशन भारत के पूर्वानुमान क्षमताओं को नई ऊंचाइयों पर ले जा रहा है। डीप ओशन मिशन ने समुद्र के गहराइयों में नए रहस्यों को उजागर किया। अंटार्कटिका और आर्कटिक की कठिन परिस्थितियों में हमारे वैज्ञानिकों ने अनुसंधान केंद्र स्थापित किए हैं और वैश्विक जलवायु विज्ञान में के भारत की पहचान को मजबूत किया है। भारत की भूकंप निगरानी क्षमता को अत्याधुनिक तकनीक और विस्तृत नेटवर्क के माध्यम से मजबूत किया है। आज भारत के पास अत्याधुनिक सुपर कंप्यूटिंग क्षमता है, जिससे मौसम पूर्वानुमान अधिक सटीक और स्थानीय स्तर पर उपलब्ध हो रहे हैं। These achievements, ladies and gentlemen, are not just scientific milestones. They are stories of resilience, innovation, and service to the society. अब कार्यक्रम के शुभारंभ की परंपरा को आगे बढ़ाते हुए मैं हमारे मंच आसीन सभी अतिथियों से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे दीप प्रज्वलन कर माँ सरस्वती का आवाहन करें। Thank you, dignitaries. Now, with great respect, I request Dr. N. Kalai Selvi, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to kindly present a bouquet and a plant and formally welcome our distinguished guests of honor and Padam Shri awardees. First, Dr. A.E. Muthanayagam. And Dr. Chandramouli Gadmangu. Next, I invite Sri Srinivas Rao Gangireddy, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to graciously present the bouquet and the plant to Secretary Ma'am. Sir Dr. Mahapatra. Finally, I request Dr. Akhilesh Mishra, Senior Scientist, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to extend warm welcome to Joint Secretary, sir. Thank you. To formally welcome all the distinguished guests present here, I now have the honor of inviting Joint Secretary, sir, to deliver the welcome address.
Namaskar. Distinguished guests of honor, Dr. A.E. Muthunaigam ji, Dr. Chandramouli Gaddamangu ji, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Dr. N. Kalai Shelvi ji, DG IMD, Dr. Mahapatra ji, eminent scientists, senior officials, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm and cordial good afternoon to each one of you. On behalf of the Ministry of Earth Sciences, it is my privilege to welcome you all to Mica Hall Prithvi Bhavan as we come together to celebrate a truly special milestone, our 20th Foundation Day. As we mark 2 decades of service to the nation, it is only fitting that we pause and reflect on the visionary steps that shaped our journey. India's institutional journey into Earth system science began with the establishment of the Department of Ocean Development in July 1981. Entrusted with the coordinating, planning, and steering the country's ocean research and development. Recognizing that the atmosphere, ocean, cryosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere function as a one interconnected system, the Government of India reorganized and established the Ministry of Earth Sciences in 2006. Under this new umbrella, institutions such as the Indian Meteorological Department IMD, the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, and the National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, NCMRWF, were brought together with our ocean science institutions, forging a single unified scientific enterprise. In the 2 decades since MOES has grown into true pillar of national progress, issuing life-saving early warnings for cyclone and tsunamis, deepening our understanding of the poles and the ocean depths, launching the ambitious Deep Ocean Mission, sharpening the accuracy of our weather forecasts, and above all, safeguarding the life and the livelihoods of every citizen. None of this would have been possible without the vision, dedication of our former secretaries, whose leadership across 2 decades built this institution stone by stone. Early leaders such as Dr. Harsh K. Gupta and our first MOES secretary, Dr. P.S. Goyal, laid the structural and intellectual groundwork that brought ocean science, atmospheric science, and earth system research under one roof. Dr. Shailesh Naik, who has guided the ministry through 7 formative years, was instrumental in establishing the world-class systems such as Indian Ocean Tsunami Early Warning System. Dr. M.N. Rajivan laid pioneering advances in monsoon modeling and climate research, while Dr. M. Ravichandran carried forward the execution of Mission Mausam, the Deep Ocean Mission, and Samudrayan Initiative. To every former leader, scientist, administrative, whose foresight and hard work brought us to where we stand today, we owe a profound debt of gratitude. in the presence of our distinguished guests that lends the milestone in true significance. Our guest of honor, Dr. A.E. Muthunaigam ji and Dr. Chandramouli Gaddamangu ji, both recipients of Padma Shri Awards 2026 in the Science and Engineering category. We extend to you our most respectable welcome and truly privileged to have you with us today. Dr. A.E. Muthunaigam ji, a pioneer of liquefied compulsion systems and former Ocean Development Secretary, who laid key foundation for India's indigenous aerospace and ocean technologies. Dr. Chandramouli Gaddamangu ji, a distinguished defense scientist and key architect of Akash missile system, who made India self-reliant in ground-to-air defense. Secretary MOS Dr. N. Kalai Selvi ji, Madam, we welcome you with great warmth. It is under your leadership and clear vision that our research and operational endeavors continue to move forward with purpose. We also welcome with equal pride our heads and directors. Dr. M. Mohapatra ji, DG IMD, Dr. A. Suryanarayan Rao, Director, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Dr. Balkrishnan Nair, TM, Director, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director, National Institute of Ocean Technology, Dr. Tamban Melot, Director, National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, Professor N.V. Chalpati Rao, Director, National Center for Earth Science Studies, Dr. R.S. Kanakara, Director, National Center for Coastal Research, Dr. G. Suresh, Director, National Center for Seismology, Director R.S. Mahesh Kumar, Head, Center for Marine Living Resources and Ecology, Dr. V.S. Prasad, Head, National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. Our appreciation extends equally to all senior officers, scientists, and members of the media gathered here today. The proceedings ahead offer a vivid showcase of our journey and our progress. A short film capturing our major scientific achievements and milestones of the past year, the launch and release of new reports and applications, and inspiring address by our guest of honors. Once again, I welcome each of you in this 20th Foundation Day of Ministry of Earth Sciences. May the reflections and celebrations of today inspire us to carry this legacy forward in service of the nation with our greater dedication and scientific excellence. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद सर। अब मैं मंत्रालय की सचिव डॉक्टर A.N. कलई सेल्वी से अनुरोध करती हूं कि वो सभा को संबोधित करें।
Namaskar, Vanakkam, and pleasant morning to each and every one of you. MOES family, happy birthday to all of you, 20th birthday. So the meaning is you are no longer a teenager. So entering into the 20th year, and therefore now you can boldly take up more responsibilities. And this is a time on which we all can reassure, rededicate, repurpose, and reorient all our interest towards that kind of a compelling need to really understand the truth and the fact and the reality that MOES is having many more commitments because country believes that MOES only can deliver. I'm really happy, excited, thrilled, extremely happy because this is one of the greatest opportunities given to me, though I am not the full-time secretary. I thoroughly enjoyed my, I would say, the little time that I'm spending with each and every one of you. The kind of science and technology that is really happening in this particular Earth Sciences Ministry. The hard work and the dedication and the vision and the mission and the interest and the spirit with which all of you are really carrying out your research. and the dreams that you are all having in your mind to be implemented in the years and the decades to come in the name of this MOES. Putting together all these things, it's a great, great bundle of experience for me, and I should thoroughly appreciate each and every one of you, and I should thank all of you. I wish to give a big round of applause to each and every one. Because a leader coming from a similarly placed ministry and a department, just accepting the role of acting as the secretary for quite some time, that requires lot of unconditional support from each and every one of you. And nobody from this ministry disappointed me, even for 0.001% till date. And I'm really grateful to each and every one of you. And I'm a person who always say very boldly, very openly, very transparently that this is what I wanted. All of you really agreed, accepted, tolerated, and also understood. And you are coming up to the level of expectation, and therefore it is very, very easy for me. I never found that it is a difficult job or I'm shouldering something extra. So thanks for giving this kind of a comfort that really says that MOES is having that kind of a capability along with flexibility. So you all can feel really proud that you have all the attitudes which are really required for this ministry to grow further in the decades to come. So when I was told that this is the 20th year, I just thought that it should be celebrated in a slightly different manner and in a very cherishable manner, in a very special manner. Then I thought that I asked your JS, who is also equally new, like the way he is maybe few days senior to me. So when I just asked him, is there a method by means of which we can slightly curate it in a better manner, and it is at that point of time, I just came up with the suggestion, why should we not invite the Padma Shri awardees who are very much related to the ministry, and if we really celebrate their success in this forum, I think this is the best way we can honor these leaders, and therefore we just extended an invite. And thank you both of you, Muthuvinayagam ji as well as Chandramouli ji. You are making this Foundation Day very, very special to MOES. At the age of 87, Dr. Muthuvinayagam is with us. He never even traveled up to Delhi for great award ceremonies also. But when his parent ministry, parent organization just sent, I did not even talk to him over phone, just sent an invite and a telephonic call from the joint secretary. He made it to happen. Sir, pranams and big salute to you, because the first director, the founding director of this department, when this was started as the Department of Ocean Development, he is the first director, and he is with us today at the age of 87 with a broad smile. Though he has lot of physical ailments, travel related, indigestion, etc., but he made his mind to accept this invitation and to honor all of us through his gracious presence. And therefore, my friends, let us all make it as a lesson in our life, that even at the age of 87, a leader is able to make up his mind and he is able to travel just because his parent organization wants him to be there with his gracious presence on its Foundation Day. Sir, trillions and trillions of thanks and gratitude to you. His very presence itself is a great boost to each and every one of us. We all get lessons from such visionary leaders. They already executed and demonstrated their capability, not only for scientific management and leadership, but also for the contributions, the unique contributions, the stellar contributions, the significant contributions, and the contributions due to which this ministry can feel proud, not only now, but also in the decades to come also. Therefore, having such visionary leader on stage, all of you can really get yourself motivated, and you should also really feel like contributing more, working more, dedicating more, showing more passion, showing more professionalism, showing more involvement. Sir Muthuvinayagam ji, on behalf of MOES, I can give you one promise. Your very gracious presence is motivating this particular audience in a very special manner, not only restricted to this audience, but the entire MOES family is listening, going to listen to you. They're all now experiencing your presence virtually. Therefore, all of them will definitely take it as a lesson in their life. And they all will make it as a new pledge, as a new promise, as a new commitment, as a new oath that everyone will follow your footsteps and they all will rise to the occasion and they will stand with the country for its every requirements that started with your name. That kind of a promise we can offer you on this particular day. Coming to the second Padma Shri awardee. Sir, though you are from defense, you made all of us to understand he was completely mentored by Abdul Kalam ji. Though Muthuvinayagam ji was mentored by Vikram Sarabhai, and the other leader, Chandramouli ji, was mentored by Dr. Abdul Kalam ji. Therefore, their presence is giving us a kind of a virtual presence of Vikram Sarabhai and the virtual presence of Dr. Abdul Kalam. And Chandramouli ji, when you just explained during the small snack time that we had, he made all of us to understand that he was the one who was identified by Dr. Abdul Kalam to come up with the Akash missile related R&D. And it was only during his time, his leadership, his contribution, his involvement with which this Akash technology came to this country. And we are all proud of your contributions. It's a supersonic missile and it is a multi-target missile. And even it is finding its application even in today's very important strategic requirement, even during Operation Sindoor. Friends, all of us should remember one point. We are now living in one particular era where the technologies are fast changing. In this fast changing technology landscape of today, the technology which was developed by Dr. Chandramouli and his team is finding its application, finding its relevance, finding its complete real-time application up to Operation Sindoor. Means it is this sustainable technology, and that is the success of his technology. And we are all feeling very proud, and thank you so very much for your presence. In my opinion, this 20th Foundation Day is very special. Though audience are completely from MOES, the secretary is not from MOES. And one of the guests of honor is from defense. This itself is a great way of demonstrating and showcasing to the entire country that we do not have any barriers when it comes to science and technology. We are all one family, one scientific family, one research fraternity. And when we all talk about whole of government, I think this is the best example that MOES is showcasing today, demonstrating it today, that it is accepting another secretary in the name of MOES, and it is honoring another defense-related person during its Foundation Day. I think this is the real example of showcasing we mean what we say, which is nothing but it is a whole of government with no barriers between any scientific ministry, any scientific department, and any autonomous organizations. So I should thoroughly appreciate each and every one of you. And I also know all the names mentioned by Joint Secretary, the autonomous organizations, the department. IMD is a very popular department. Though your organization is 20-year-old, the department which is under this ministry is 150-plus-year-old. So even in my parent organization, DSAR is younger to CSIR, but we are led by DSAR. In the same way, 150-plus-year-old IMD is led by 20-year-old MOES. This is the best example that we believe in youth leadership, We believe in the energy level, and we believe that it is not the age, but it is the capability. It is one family, whether it is my younger brother or my younger sister who takes the decision. It doesn't matter, it is my family. At times, I as an elder brother and an elder sister may take decision in the name of IMD, but I am so happy that my younger brother, who is now leading this family in the name of ministry. So IMD, Mohapatra ji, thank you so very much for your tolerance and a kind of acceptance. And you are really gelling with the ministry in such a manner. Never we consider you that your organization is 150 plus year old. So this is one great example when it comes to science, when it comes to contribution. We from the scientific side, we never think that who is senior, who is junior, who is leader, who is the member, who is the participant, and who is going to be the renowned person. We are totally away from all these factors. And when it comes to science, when it comes to contribution, when it comes to commitment, we always feel that all of us are owning equal responsibility. It is nothing but owning the responsibility. So in my opinion, MOS is a great, great ministry. Like the way it was told by MC as well as by your joint secretary. This is one particular ministry, because there are some ministries, they can claim only that they are the contributors in terms of technology. Some ministries will say that we are the great service provider. Some ministries will say we are the data provider. But in my opinion, MOS is a combination of all. You are the data provider through Prithvi. You are the service provider through Mission Mausam. And you are the technology provider through your Deep Ocean mission. So you are all in one ministry, and therefore you should feel really, really proud. Starting from data to technology up to service, you have end to end the complete value chain, completely filled by every important mission. All your missions are nationally important missions. And each mission is owned very much voluntarily at times, and at times by means of designation by your autonomous organizations and the ministry and the department. And therefore MOS as one family, today you are living up to the expectations of the country for its every data, for its every technology related to oceanography, and its every service related to marine system and the marine ecosystem, I would say. So in my opinion, whether it is a cryosphere or atmosphere or hydrosphere or lithosphere, whichever sphere you talk about, even biosphere, everywhere the presence of MOS is there. At this time, we used to thankfully, gratefully recall all the former leaders. And I used to talk to Dr. Ravichandran, the former secretary. I used to tell him in a lighter way, sir, this is too much. You have taken ownership on the entire world, entire globe. You have taken ownership on earth. You have taken ownership on marine system also. You have taken ownership on underwater also. And you are taking ownership on space also, meaning its atmosphere also. So where only you will leave other ministries to have some kind of a hold. So I used to tell him that way. Meaning is this particular ministry is bestowed with, blessed with that kind of a very special feature that you are able to manage the complete ecosystem, and therefore all of you should really dedicate yourself to that level of expectation. No doubt whether it is cyclone or lightning or climate or weather condition or disaster management, all these important factors are very much improved during these times. And especially with the intervention of this particular ministry. But still human beings as well as the globe, we are coming up with day-to-day changing challenges. And therefore, whenever the challenges are cropping up every now and then with new color, new dimension, new veracity, it is this particular ministry who should really live up to that particular level and come up with the technology, by way of understanding all the crucial factors through the data, come up with the indigenous technology, and finally making it as a kind of a service to the nation. And I'm sure all of you will make use of the best opportunities which are made available to this ministry. All the important missions are several thousand crore worth missions, though you will be aiming at some numbers and the numbers may not be that great in real time, but I'm sure the way you showcase, you prove and you demonstrate your success, definitely you will get more and more support from the Government of India. Even now you are getting a lot of support, and the way you will come up with more and more success stories in the coming times. Days are not so far off. You will come up with more and more success stories, not restricted to only India, but also it is completely going to be global. I look forward some kind of global success stories which are going to be made possible during your tenure in this ministry, for which you should take both the very important visionary leaders as your role model. So taking this opportunity, I want to finish my address by quoting only one very favorite sentence that our Honorable Minister of Science and Technology will fondly use to mention. When in India the space sector is trying 6,000 meters above, it is this ministry who is looking just below 6,000 meters, which are equally challenging, critically challenging. Therefore, every milestone success that you achieve, that will be greatly celebrated, not only in this country, but also globally. And therefore, let us take our Honorable Minister's words in real time and in spirit to motivate ourselves, and let us live up to the expectations of not only the Minister, but also to the entire Government of India. With these few words, one more time, I take the pleasant privilege of thanking each and every one of you, because your full-time secretary will also join very shortly. And it's so happy to note that he is also from this MOES family. And therefore, as a core technology person who is going to lead this ministry in the coming times, it is going to be a cakewalk for each and every one of you to understand and work together as a team. I wish this ministry all the very best. And I wish each and every one of you all the very best. And one more time, very happy Foundation Day, 20th Foundation Day to my entire MOES family, because it is an adopted family for me now. So have a great times ahead, my MOES family. Thank you so very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your electrifying address and guiding words. We are indeed grateful for your inspiring leadership. पिछले एक वर्ष में पृथ्वी विज्ञान मंत्रालय ने वैज्ञानिक अनुसंधान, राष्ट्रीय क्षमताओं को सुदृढ़ करने में और समाज की सेवा में उल्लेखनीय उपलब्धियां हासिल की हैं। इन उपलब्धियों को संक्षेप में प्रस्तुत करने हेतु एक शॉर्ट फिल्म तैयार की गई है, जिसमें मंत्रालय के प्रमुख कार्यालयों और योगदानों का विवरण है। I request all present here to kindly direct their attention to the screen as we commence the screening of this video presentation.
And national 2025 to 2020, Earth Sciences continued to translate scientific excellence into real-world impact, strengthening weather services, advancing ocean exploration, expanding polar research, and building a more resilient India. India's 45th Indian scientific expedition to Antarctica successfully commenced its 2025-26 research season, reaffirming the nation's enduring commitment to polar science and environmental stewardship. India's deep ocean ambitions reached a remarkable milestone as 2 Indian aquanauts successfully completed a descent beyond 5,000 meters into the Atlantic Ocean, reinforcing the progress of the Samudrayan mission and the indigenous Matsya 6000. 10 years of the winter fog experiment have transformed our understanding of dense winter fog, enabling high accuracy forecasting that makes aviation safer and more efficient across India. Mission Mausam accelerated India's weather modernization with the country's first Skycast system, expansion of Doppler weather radars, new automatic weather stations, direct broadcast network stations, and stronger regional forecasting capabilities. India became the first country in the world to hold 2 International Seabed Authority contracts for polymetallic sulfide exploration. New initiatives in marine fish farming, coastal resilience, offshore wind, and marine research further strengthen the nation's blue economy. New atmospheric observatories, coastal and urban research testbeds, national repositories, and scientific collaborations expanded India's earth science research ecosystem while empowering the next generation of scientists. With stronger observations, smarter forecasting, deeper ocean exploration, cutting-edge research, and continued advancements in polar science, the Ministry of Earth Sciences continues to transform science into services that safeguard lives and support national development. Competing at the 18th International Earth Science Olympiad 2025, India's young scientists demonstrated outstanding knowledge, teamwork, and innovation, earning global recognition for the nation. As the ministry celebrates 20 years of scientific excellence and public service, it remains committed to advancing Earth system science for a resilient India and contributing to the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Together, we celebrate 20 years of scientific excellence and continue our journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047.
We now move to a very special highlight of today's program, the release and launch of the facilities, applications, reports, and important initiatives of the ministry by our Honorable Minister. And since our Honorable Minister is unable to be present here physically with us, I'd request Secretary Ma'am to kindly do the honors. So we shall start the launches related to the Indian Meteorological Department first. And there are 3 launches together. Yes, ma'am. Inauguration of the Centers for Excellence, various locations in India. With dedicated themes, these centers of excellence aim to strengthen advanced research, innovation, and impact-based weather services for national resilience and disaster risk reduction. Next in line, we have NOVA, Nowcast Operation and Validation Archival App, and the Weather-Driven Animal Disease Risk Forecasting Unit, WADRU. Yes, ma'am. NOVA is a cutting-edge web platform that validates, archives, and automatically tracks thunderstorms using lightning, radar, and AWS data, thereby boosting forecast accuracy and strengthening Nowcast scale service delivery under Mission Mausam. VADRU is a joint initiative of Ministry of Earth Sciences and Indian Council of Agricultural Research. This initiative fuses real-time weather data and AI-enabled disease surveillance to deliver district-level livestock disease risk forecasts 2 months ahead, empowering the farmers and veterinarians with timely advisories to prevent outbreaks and reduce economic losses. Next, we move to the launches related to the National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, NCMRWF, and I request Dr. V.S. Prasad, Head NCMRWF, to join the dignitaries on the dais for the launch. Please, sir. Please. Okay. Yes, so the three launches, there are 3 launches from NCMRWF. First is the Weather Information and Guidance System WINGS mobile app. WINGS unifies advanced forecasts, AI/ML predictions, satellite products, and real-time analysis, delivering user-friendly weather guidance and decision support services directly to stakeholders on their smartphones. The National Doppler Weather Radar Reflectivity Mosaic. This mosaic unifies real-time radar data from across India into a seamless national visualization, enabling precise storm tracking, severe weather surveillance, and disaster preparedness under Mission Mausam. The Open Data Portal. This portal offers expanded atmospheric and ocean datasets, including monsoon and global reanalysis, sub-seasonal hindcasts, rainfall analysis, and ocean observations, empowering advanced research and forecasting and climate applications. Moving ahead, thank you, sir. Moving ahead to launch the facilities and initiatives related to the National Institute of Ocean Technology, I request Director NIOT, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, to join the dignitaries on stage. It's with you, sir. So from NIOT, we have 3 launches of 3 facilities first. So first is a new addition to the NIOT Seafront facility, Pamanji, Andhra Pradesh. The Seafront facility at Pamanji, Andhra Pradesh features a newly built pipeline thistle, bottle dandling seawater intake system that reliably supplies ballast water treatment test facilities, enabling an IMO-compliant ballast water system validation while supporting nearshore marine surveys and sampling. The IoT-enabled atmospheric and oceanographic observatory. This observatory integrates real-time monitoring sea level, ocean parameters, air quality, and weather using IoT-based systems supporting coastal research, climate resilience, and sustainable marine management. Lastly, the Open Sea Cage Culture model at Chidya-Tapu. This is a joint initiative of NIOT and the Fisheries Department in Andaman and Nicobar. This is a pilot scale demonstration. This pilot scale demonstration is, it showcases the successful cultivation of Asian sea bass to promote sustainable aquaculture, entrepreneurship, social economic resilience in islands and coastal communities. Next in line, we have the curtain raiser of 3 events which are going to be organized by the National Institute of Ocean Technology. The first one being the Deep Sea Mining Industry Outreach Dialogue. This dialogue aims to mobilize investment, foster partnerships, and accelerate commercialization of indigenous subsea technologies, strengthening India's strategic position in critical minerals and advancing blue economy. Next is the Ocean Olympiad 2026. This Olympiad will be a national level competition promoting ocean literacy and careers in ocean sciences, using a multi-tier selection process to identify top undergraduate talents, with top 5 winners receiving a sponsored educational tour of MOES institutions. And next in line, ladies and gentlemen, is the flagship event of the ministry, the Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar Vision version 5.0. This NIS flagship campaign is a nationwide initiative combining coastal cleanup drives, awareness programs, a citizen engagement to reduce marine litter, promote recycling, and minimize single use of plastic. Scheduled from 12 to 19 September with diverse activities including cyclothon, marathon, ozone days observance, ocean Olympiad, and a major beach cleanup. On International Coastal Cleanup Day, the campaign mobilizes institutions, volunteers, and communities to strengthen coastal ecosystem health and environmental responsibility. I request that the dedicated promotional video of the Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar version 5.0 be played.
I am the planet's heartbeat. Life began with me. I sustain, I nourish, I breathe. I am in every drop of rain, every river that reaches the sea, every breath you take. For billions of years I have given, without pause, without asking. And now I ask for one thing. Come back to me, not to take, but to care.
Every wave that touches India's shores carries a story of culture, commerce, livelihoods, and life itself. India is a maritime nation with a coastline stretching over 11,098 kilometers. For centuries, our oceans have nurtured civilizations, supported livelihoods, and connected communities. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, a nationwide movement was launched in 2022 to protect our coasts and oceans through the power of Jan Bhagidari. The journey began with a 75-day campaign across 75 beaches, where thousands of citizens came together to remove marine litter and spread awareness. In 2023, the movement grew stronger as students, volunteers, institutions, and communities across coastal states joined hands for cleaner beaches and healthier oceans. In 2024, Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar expanded to more than 80 coastal locations, removing over 60 tons of waste and inspiring collective action across the nation. In 2025, the campaign reinforced a simple but powerful message. Every citizen has a role in protecting our oceans. And now, in 2026, under the guidance of Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge for the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, the movement returns bigger than ever. From 12th to 19th September, citizens across India will unite for Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar 5.0, a movement driven by three simple actions: consume responsibly, segregate waste, dispose responsibly. Together, let's protect our coasts, preserve marine life, and secure a sustainable future. Join the movement. Join Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar 5.0.
For the next set of launches, I call upon Dr. R.S. Kankara, Director, National Center for Coastal Research, to join us on stage. Do you think so? So there are two launches, two apps. The first is the Sagar Prahari app. The Sagar Prahari app, a marine mobile app for marine litter monitoring. The Sagar Prahari app is an AI-enabled mobile application with, that empowers citizens to monitor and document marine litter through geotagged cleanup records, creating a national database to support coastal management and cleaner coasts. The next is also an application, Sahav 2.0, India's digital public good for marine spatial planning towards smarter ocean governance. Sahav is an open source GIS based digital public good that advances marine spatial planning with cutting edge geospatial analytics and ocean governance tools, strengthening India's blue economy, and sustainable management for marine resources. Now, I request Dr. R.S. Mahesh Kumar, Head Center for Marine Living Resources and Ecology, CMLRE, to come on stage, sir, for the launches.
He also should come for the app.
So there are 3 book launches by CMLRE. The first is a pictorial identification manual for Tinnitinid ciliates of the Eastern Arabian Sea. The manual provides the first comprehensive taxonomic reference of 100 Tinnitinid species from Indian waters, supporting the biodiversity research, ecological monitoring, and marine ecosystem management. So there are 2 other, book launches. The second is the Seamount Associated Animal of the Indian Exclusive Economic Zone, an illustrated guide of Lakshadweep Sea. The illustrated guide is the first comprehensive manual documenting of 225 deep sea species, including new and rediscovered taxa, to support biodiversity research, conservation, and sustainable management of India's seamount ecosystems. One. So the last one is the collection and processing of biological samples and standard operating procedures. These SOPs provide a structured 3-chapter guide detailing methods for collection, preserving, and documenting and genetically processing marine biological specimens, enabling marine biologists to follow standardized field and laboratory practices. Moving to the launches related to the National Center for Seismology, I request Head NCS, Dr. G. Suresh, to join the dignitaries on the stage. Yes. So there is release of a bulletin and an atlas. First is the Compendium of Monthly Seismological Bulletin 2023 and 2024. The compendium provides a validated national earthquake database supporting scientific research, seismic hazard assessment, disaster risk reduction, and engineering applications. The second release is the Strong Motion Atlas of India. The Atlas provides a validated national database of strong ground motion records from significant earthquakes to support seismic hazard assessment, earthquake engineering, and disaster risk reduction. Thanks to all. Last in line is the prestigious launch of MOAS @20 online quiz contest. The said contest. Yes, ma'am. So I request the IMD team to come on the stage, please. Next, I request Secretary Ma'am to launch the MOAS @20 online quiz contest. The said quiz will be hosted on the MyGov platform from 27th July to 12th September 2026, with winners now to be announced on 17th September. The quiz will highlight Ministry of Earth Sciences' 20 years of journey, achievements, and citizen-centric services. The top 3 winners will receive 10,000 and a certificate of appreciation. So, yeah, I think you can be seated. Thank you. Moving ahead, it is indeed a privilege to welcome one of India's most eminent space scientists, Padma Shri awardee 2026, Dr. A.E. Muthanayagam, widely regarded as the father of propulsion technology in India's space program. He pioneered our nation's liquid propulsion capabilities and laid the foundation for PSLV and GSLV launch vehicles. He's also contributed significantly to ocean science and technology, holding several prestigious national and international positions. I now invite Dr. A.E. Muthanayagam to kindly address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, all participants, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming up. Greetings to you all. I consider it an honor and privilege to join you on this joyous occasion. I wish to briefly recall the genesis of MOES, its programs and challenges. Department of Ocean Development was established in July 1981 as part of the Cabinet Secretariat directly under the charge of the Prime Minister. From March 1982, it became a separate department of Government of India. The mandate was to formulate and implement programs in ocean science and technology with long-term scientific, technological, and economic benefits. The programs of the department were formulated based on the 1981 Ocean Policy Statement and the Allocation of Business Rules of 1961. On the international scene, the department took active steps to demonstrate principles enshrined in United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea and the Antarctic Treaty System. India ratified UNCLOS in 1995 and the Environment Protocol of ATS in April 1996. Implementation of UNCLOS, which came into force in 1994, provided the extended area of national jurisdiction in the sea for exploration. On 17th of April 1995, in the middle of the 8th five-year plan, I joined the Department of Ocean Development as the Secretary. I observed serious limitations faced by the department in early 90s in the implementation of the priority programs due to lack of institutional infrastructure directly under the management of the department. Also, the coordinating role of department in relation to other ministries and departments could not be pursued effectively in the absence of any apex body such as Ocean Commission. When I joined DOD, the major activity of the department was annual Antarctic expedition and associated research, for which about 70% of the budget was allocated. I felt the need to strengthen the S&T focus and to establish adequate institutional backup to monitor, guide, and implement projects in an effective manner. I extended the activities of the department in technology development programs to the R&D laboratories of CSIR, ICAR, IITs, and other academic and research institutions. During the last 2 years of the 8th five-year plan, several new initiatives came up, and the total financial outlay of the department during the 8th five-year plan was 224 crores, which was more than double the outlay of 108 crores of the 7th five-year plan. It is unfortunate that National Institute of Oceanography, the premier institute in the country for R&D in oceanography, is still not with DOD. To identify the programs of the department for the 9th five-year plan, I constituted various expert groups with eminent scientists as chairman to develop a 10-year prospective plan for the department. Based on the inputs, I identified the program for continuing and increasing the efforts and new initiatives for the direct benefit of the targeted sections of the society. The Planning Commission fixed an outlay of 510 crores for the 9th five-year plan, which is about 2.5 times the 8th plan expenditure. My first action was to reorganize the scientific wing of the DOD headquarters on the line of ISRO, adopting program-oriented approach. I assigned responsibilities with accountability to my senior scientific colleagues and established a management system. In addition, I established 3 autonomous institutes: National Institute of Ocean Technology at Chennai, National Center for Antarctic and Ocean Research in Goa, now renamed as NCPOR, and Indian National Center for Ocean Information Service in Hyderabad. In addition, I instituted 2 attached offices of the department: Integrated Coastal and Marine Area Management (ICMAM) Project Directorate in Chennai, and Sagar Sampada Vessel Management and Marine Living Resources Coordination Cell in Kochi, which was subsequently rechristened as the Center for Marine Living Resources and Ecology. As we know, India entered the Antarctic realm by launching the country's maiden expedition to the ice-covered continent from the shores of Goa in December 1981. India acceded to the Antarctic Treaty System in 1983 and established the first manned permanent research base in Dachin Gangotri, which was subsequently submerged in ice and abandoned in 1990. India established the second base in 1988 at Maitri, which could accommodate 60 expedition members, and the third one, Bharat, was commissioned in 2012, which could accommodate 72 members. Scientists with keen interest in polar science of over 40 institutions, universities, research laboratories, government departments had been participating in annual Antarctic expeditions since 1981. The Indian Antarctic program included several scientific areas including atmospheric science, biological science, earth science, glaciology, and so on. But I observed there was no coordination among the diverse research activities, and there were avoidable duplications. Moreover, system to monitor, review, and guide Antarctic research was missing. In 1995, I appointed a National Expert Committee on Antarctic Research under the chairmanship of Dr. U.R. Rao to review the Antarctic research in the country, identify a program profile for the coming decade, and evolve a system, procedure, and strategy for coordination, monitor, review, and guide these activities. The expert committee report was submitted in 1996, which was implemented. DOD organized Antarctic expeditions every year since 1981. In addition, on 27th December 1995, DOD launched the first Antarctic krill expedition from Kochi Harbor in its own vessel, Sagar Sampada, with the guidance and assistance of Sea Fisheries Institute of Poland. Every Antarctic expedition had 2 groups of scientists, the summer group of 25 and the winter group of 10, excluding the logistic and service personnel. I DOD used to charter a icebreaker class vessel for about 100 days to take the scientists from Goa to Antarctica and back. I examined the possibility of reducing the travel time by launching the expedition from Cape Town, South Africa. After establishing necessary infrastructure, logistic and facilities, the first Antarctic expedition from Cape Town was launched on 9th December 1999. Since then, the annual expedition are launched regularly from Cape Town. Thus, a saving in expenditure and reduction in travel time were effected. In 1988, DOD established the Antarctic Study Center in a rented small office in Vasco da Gama, Goa, with minimum staff of DOD. Mr. T.V.P. Bhaskar Rao was the head of Antarctic Study Center. The Joint Secretary of DOD and the Director of the National Institute of Oceanography guided him in organizing every expedition. Recognizing the need for autonomous institute in DOD, I renamed Antarctic Study Center as the National Center for Antarctic and Ocean Research and registered it as an autonomous society under the Societies Registration Act, Goa, on 25th May 1998. DOD took the responsibility of construction and establishing facilities from NIO, which included the state-of-the-art ultra-clean ice core laboratory, which was commissioned in January 2005. The Antarctic Study Center continued all Antarctic expedition for about 17 years until NCAOR was established on 25th May 1998. During one of the ATCM meetings at Norway, I held discussions with the Norwegian Polar Institute about possibility of India initiating studies in the field of Arctic microbiology, atmospheric sciences, and geology at International Arctic Research Facilities, Norway. The response was positive. In 2007, I was delighted to learn the dialogue between India and Norway progressed successfully, and India embarked on a long-term program of regular scientific activities in Arctic region. To facilitate Arctic activities, India had taken a station building named Himadri on lease in Norway. Himadri was inaugurated by Honorable Minister for Earth Science, Mr. Kapil Sibal, on 1st July 2008 in the presence of dignitaries from Norway, Germany, and other nations involved in Arctic research. In 2018, NCAOR was again renamed as National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, NCPOR, recognizing its scientific pursuits in both Arctic and Antarctic region. In 2006, as you heard, the Ministry of Earth Science was established through reorganization of DOD and the control over various institutions from DST, including Indian Meteorological Department, the National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, and so on. Ocean is a source of non-conventional energy. Efforts towards conversion of ocean energy for power generation by ocean thermal energy conversion systems were initiated by several nations decades back, and they are reported. Desalination is an important application of OTEC. MOS has initiated development of OTEC and desalination about 3 decades back in an R&D mode, and demonstrated the technology in small scale in capacity of kilowatt on power and kiloliter on water. Further efforts are required to establish industrial commercial plants in megawatt and millions of liters capacities. After successful development of VOTAC modules and desalination modules, they can be produced in numbers and integrated to provide required sustainable power and water offshore using the solar energy stored in the ocean. The clusters of VOTAC during operation bring up a large quantity of nutrient-rich water from the bottom of the sea to surface. This causes increased production of phytoplankton and zooplankton in the upper strata, which increases the productivity of water for fisheries. Hence, sea farming and sea culture could be promoted. With available offshore water and power, habitat similar to one in Venice can be established in our exclusive economic zone with integrated development plans. By establishing moored floating platforms, MOES can promote blue economy initiatives including fisheries, tourism, sea farming, seaweed culture, and so on. These activities shall promote economic development of the nation and benefit the society. Implementing programs with socio-economic benefit in the exclusive economic zone could be a major program for the future of MOES. We should convert the science of yesterday as technology of today and wealth of tomorrow. For success in these endeavors, generation of knowledge, sharing of knowledge, and application of knowledge are essential components. I conclude with thanks to Secretary MOES and the organizers of this function for the opportunity given to me. I wish that MOES will convert their challenges and as opportunities for the benefit of the nation and the society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insightful address and for taking us through the incredible journey of how the Ministry of Earth Sciences came into being and grew to its present stature. Continuing this August session, it is my honor to introduce another stalwart, Padma Shri awardee 2026, Dr. Chandramouli Gadmangu, a distinguished defense scientist from DRDO. With over 4 decades of dedicated service, he played a pioneering role in developing Akash, India's first indigenous supersonic surface-to-air missile system. Working under the visionary leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, his contributions to missile integration, flight testing, tactical missile programs, and have greatly strengthened India's defense preparedness. I now invite Dr. Chandramouli Gadmangu to kindly address the gathering.
Dr. E.A. Muthanayagam, Padma Shri awardee, Founder Director, Liquid Propulsion System Center, Bangalore. Dr. N. Kalai Selvi, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences and CSIR. Dr. M. Mahapatra, DG IMD. Sri Srinivasa Rao, Joint Secretary. Distinguished guests, invitees, scientists, directors of various centers and labs, technical administration staff, and participants from other laboratories who are on the live program. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. First and foremost, let me express my pleasant greetings to you all on the occasion of the 20th Foundation Day celebrations of Ministry of Earth Sciences. Congratulations to you all for the wonderful job being done at various centers and in terms of weather forecasting, climate forecasting, the monsoon arrivals, sea states, etc. The advanced warnings are certainly helping the society in many number of ways. Today I happened to walk around this building and I found that there is a selfie point at IMD Center, entrance of the building. I found very curious about it, and I also took my selfie with that. When Joint Secretary Srinivas Rao garu called me for this guest of honor invite lecture, I was surprised. This Ministry of Earth Sciences, how I am connected. So then I went to the internet and then started browsing. Then I found there are plenty of work is being done by this ministry, and maybe not many people may be knowing about it. Then I was wondering whether what kind of lecture or address I should give to this particular August gathering. Then I was thinking why my experience of Akash journey and my association with Dr. Kalam and the subsequent progress can bring out some common points of learning which you can use it for in your day-to-day work and your programs. So with that kind of thing, I am going to present the Akash missile system details a little bit, maybe not in the PPT. The journey started as in 1983. As a scientist B, I was selected through UPSC and posted to Defense Research and Development Laboratory, where Dr. Kalam just took over 1.5 years before that as a director of the establishment. And he was given the job of making about 5 missiles as a program, and he was the program director, Integrated Missile Development Program. And the first time when I joined that day, I was called into his chamber. I was surprised to see such a simple man, and I never thought that a director will look like it normally. So simple, and he asked me a question. What is how many years of experience you have? I said about 2 years of private industry experience I have. Then where do you want to work? Then I said I want to work in a project. Then okay, yeah, when you have 2 years private experience, I will post you to one project. So he posted me to Project Akash, where the team was only project director is there, and one technical assistant and one stenographer. And I was thinking that this project is of maybe 4 or 5 years duration. Probably I can, as an youngster, I can help her. But when Dr. Prahlada, my project director, and me started, going into the details, and he guided me to make an activity chart, which is something like A0 size, and which runs into various rows, and then the number of activities over years. Then it turned out to be about 14 years duration. So I thought, some 3-4 years project, I can be hero of that project, and probably so this kind of difference has come. So my colleagues who started along with me, who joined, they started telling me, why are you working in this project? It will never come up. This is an R&D project. It will never see the light of the day. And you better go and ask Dr. Kalam and ask for one particular division in which the environment test facilities are going to be imported from abroad, and you will get a lot of foreign chances. Then I said, I thought for a while, what is this going on? And I only asked for the, Dr. Kalam that I will work in a project. It is not appropriate for me to go and ask him again that I will go and join for my personal benefit. Then I decided myself that let me see up to where we can go into this particular project, and let me help the project director. So there the things started, and we built number of teams, and the paper designs were created, then designs were reviewed, and then number of technologies were developed. About 5 major technologies were developed, and number of systems were created from the technologies, and those systems are again integrated into number of type of launchers, radars, control centers, and missile, and demonstrate the performance to the users. And there we are nowhere in that field of surface to air missile system, no experience. Then the thing started, many failures had to be addressed. So while this was going on, we had a very good guidance from Dr. Kalam. He actually used to be in the same corridor along with in our project. One corner of us, we are there, and other side, Dr. Kalam's office was there, and his experience was there. He was first project director in officially nominated in the country in 1969, and he executed the first satellite launch vehicle, SLV-3, which put the satellite into orbit. And then afterwards, couple of years, then he was asked by the government to take over DRDL as director. So that's how he came. And incidentally, every day we used to also work up to 8:30, 9 o'clock. Myself, Dr. Prahlada, and one more gentleman assistant. And every day after completing his dock around 8:30, he used to visit us and spend time with us in discussing. This being a very big R&D project, he himself started asking questions. How do you do that? What do you plan like this? How do you do technology development? What resources are required? Whether my help is required or somebody else's help is required. The way he used to guide us and monitor us and tell about his experiences in dealing with things, it was really an eye-opener for a youngster like me. Then, not only technical and managerial aspect, he used to talk about it. He used to also talk about some personal behavioral aspects of persons. So those are the point actually which bring success to the programs. So he never used to be having any hierarchy. So in fact, till that time, before that, scientist B never can go to any scientist D or scientist C or the director. It is not feasible at all. Somebody you have to send some slip, and then what purpose you will ask, all those kind of things. So such was the kind of hierarchy used to be there in that organization. Maybe in few other organizations also maybe like that. But he changed the complete concept. Anybody can see the director anytime. You just go to his secretary's office and say, I want to meet him. He will never ask also what for he is coming. Never used to be there. Okay, so when he is having that direct interaction with us daily, we had learned a lot of things. The temperament, behavior, the kindness, the discipline, and attitude, what a scientist should have. In a multi-organization, multi-discipline, and a kind of multi-lab situation. So how we have to, first of all, behave. Okay, so that behavior can make any program successful. That kind of information we received. It so happened in 1984, just after a few months of my joining the program, I had visited one army unit, where some imported equipment was there, and there was some time I had to interact with one of the soldiers there. The soldier told me, sir, so and so thing is not working, and can you do some help? And that is the umbilical cord between the missile and the ground launcher was shearing off while we are handling. So then I said, okay, show me all these things, but they are all completely Greek and Latin to us, because the kind of no information for them with respect to the electrical connections or the kind of documentation. Then he told me, sir, these kind of things are imported. Anything we ask for, replacement, we are, given 2 years to 3 years demand राइज करेंगे. उसके बाद में कोई ना कोई को मिनिस्ट्री में बाद में बंद भी कर देता उसको. तो finally the question is non-availability of equipment, which with a lot of cost we have, imported them. So the support also was not there. So this kind of situation driven me to think that there is something we have to do for the country. And I had luckily the age behind me. Then I decided, okay, whatever let it come, whatever happen, we will have to give one surface to air missile system to the country. So this deep rooted purpose in me has driven many solutions, the many integration of people, resources, and things started, evolving one by one, and things started, becoming success, though after failures. This my association with this kind of passion continued for about next 2.5 decades, and I could make all the organizations and teams, and from industry, from R&D labs, from the inspection agencies, the users, Army and Air Force, because they are already having some proven systems. Okay, so how do you make that really make them understand that your indigenous system is really able to meet their operational requirement? So that kind of lot of interactions I used to convince them. I used to tell them also when failure happened, why the failure happened, we will rectify it and we will re-demonstrate to you. This kind of interactions were happening every month, and they had slowly got the confidence that these people are on the right path and they can make the system in the country definitely. So the reports, the extensions of the project, initially 14.5 years, or officially itself is 14 years. So that later on kept on extending and seeing the progress. Then after 24 years of development flight testing, orders are placed by users. Then I got the offer from our own organization that you go and take over as director of one of the labs. I said, this is not serving my purpose. All these years I worked for some purpose. Okay. Then I told, politely rejected, don't worry about my personal growth. I will have to make the system produced by the industry and used by the services. Okay, that was my deep-rooted passion and also the purpose. So because of this, it started, number of systems were made, specially engineered for Indian Army and Indian Air Force. I guided the many number of teams from industry, the inspection agencies, R&D labs, and it is the first time ever in a mega project like this is produced in the country. And though it is not that so simple, we cracked many of the first times. The first thing is we were never having a knowledge or experience of any SAM, so we had to learn ourselves. Then we had to develop 5 critical technologies which take 12 to 13 years. No, not only here, anywhere. You must be knowing that technology development is a very long process, and to confirm that the technology is established itself, you will have to have number of experiments. So this kind of thing we could crack. Then design and realization of launchers, control centers, radars and missiles, and showing the integration testing. The earning the confidence of users to intercept fast moving targets in various mission profiles in 3D space. That itself is a very big challenge. And also a variety of targets. See, not only in aircraft, we have to intercept the UAVs, we have to intercept the projectiles, we have to, so this kind of thing we could learn in iterative manner in flight testing. In addition, we have to also compete with the foreign OEMs, because they are already established. People will be knocking at the doors of users with, while we are moving forward with this kind of feature, they are also moving forward with their own features and telling that we will do this, that and all. But the product support for those imported systems will never be in the line of sight. So we could gradually now, from 2012 onwards to 2018, under my guidance, these systems were produced in large numbers and delivered, and the return on investment of R&D is recorded to be till now at 65 times, and it's growing. It's the total revenue generated for by this project for this country is 43,500 crores. It has just not happened with me alone. Under my guidance and under the teams, number of teams, about 1,200 engineers and technicians, technologists, officers from about 23 work agency, 23 work centers. Some of them are many of them are DRDO, many of them are, others are industry and other things. Generated an employment of more than 30,000 people, and it is continued in production. This has saved about 70,000 crore rupees foreign exchange to the country at least, and prevented permanent dependency on foreign OEM technologies or other foreign for decades. So this system is going to be, this is a supersonic multiple target surface to air missile. There is no competition also, and also going to be there in the next 3-4 decades also with the services. So this, we have, this program also generated number of technical and management teams across all the organizations, and they have now subsequently are taking and executing further missile programs for longer ranges and with multiple features. And the system is already exported to the countries, and some more countries are coming up. So what I thought, few of the points which may be relevant is, one, leader and also the teams, they should have a deep rooted, they should define, this is my final purpose. So with that final purpose, you may have problems. Okay, you may not get correct funding, you may have failures, but the final purpose is in mind drives you lot of other options, solutions, and also the failures are decoded and corrected by the leader himself. I am sure you are seeing the great leaders, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and also our Honorable Prime Minister of India. What purpose he has got? Deep-rooted purpose of serving the country. Okay, in many ways, he will innovate. He will give you directions. He may give you solution also. People may not have, the domain specialist may not have solution, but he will give solution because his deep-rooted, focused thought is inventing, innovating, and trying to find out what is actually going on. So this kind of thing, Dr. Kalam, our Honorable Prime Minister, and many others, I could see. Okay. Another thing is, this kind of thing can be implemented by you all people also, and this will be a good message for you to succeed. And another thing is, integrate all your ideas, the knowledge, information, people, resources, and meet the ultimate purpose. And one suggestion is, please avoid differences among people, organization, labs. Don't differentiate. Okay, they are so and so, so and so. He doesn't know this, he doesn't know that, the organization doesn't know. No, please don't do that. Okay, encourage multidiscipline, multi-organization teams. You have to give good credit to them, because normally people in one particular specialization, he has done like this, he didn't pay, he took patents and all those kind of things. But that will not serve the purpose. What is ultimately serving purpose for the organization is, these multidiscipline teams are doing wonderful job and contribution. And we must shed all our personal egos, the lab egos, organization egos, authority egos. Many people may be having authority ego. Okay, so these kind of things we should avoid, and never get demotivated by the failures. They are all part of our research studies. Decode failures and take corrective actions in time for successful journey. Effectively conduct the meeting. This is one of the areas I wanted to communicate. Normally, most of the meetings start with some agenda. You have planned everything, but while you are, conducting meeting, people take away from that particular agenda and go into some different field and confusion. They'll create confusion. We should avoid that. And also, some of the chairmen and members, they keep on talking more only. So that in 1 hour, 2 hours meeting, they talk 45 minutes, they're gone. All the purpose of agenda, all these things will go off. Okay? And we must have very effective communication with clarity, because whenever we write a letter or talk to the people, we need these things from you. Please tell us what problems you face. Normally, when we write letters, you think about, you wanted to write for some purpose, but when you write, the purpose is not reflected in the letter. But there is a miscommunication. You do not have that proper communication skill. So you should ask somebody. In fact, once I happened to take my book, one of the QRs, I had created draft QRs. Then I went to Dr. Kalam. Then he asked me, what for you are giving me this? Then I told him, this is for so-and-so. You have to write a letter to our Vice Chief of Army Staff. So then he asked me, what for? Then I told him, see, there is a draft, qualitative requirements they have to release based on this specification. So that's how the interaction clarity should be there. Okay. Otherwise, he simply writes a letter, and Vice Chief doesn't know what to do and why they have received that. Okay. Such kind of thing. And we must also emphasize guiding our youngsters and providing success paths to them. Wherever I worked, I personally want to claim that really whichever project team, our design team, I worked propulsion control guidance and warhead systems or the complete missile integration, there is a value addition by me. And the designs also participated, I have participated in designs. So when we do such kind of thing, we'll have a good bonding between the team leaders and also our design teams. So that bonding really makes you success to the programs. These are all, maybe unwritten kind of things. Then we have to also use facilities, test equipment across labs and organization. I will tell you one example. DRDL was not having particular radiography facility for particular grain system, propellant grain system. We had to use of HMRL, another facility. We had to use it. We cannot say that I will buy the equipment. Okay, it's duplication. Second thing, it takes time. So we have to, across the labs, whenever it is required, please have the common test facilities list and exchange your requirement. If this is not happening here in this particular lab, is busy, I'll go to the other lab and get it done. So such kind of thing. So these are all I wanted to emphasize. They are already implemented through Akash program, successful, and that led to the success of the program. There is no doubt in that. So coming to your own ministry, I thought people have already discussed. You are already making a lot of storage data about all the landslides, flash floods, disasters, and you must have carried out analysis. And the analysis, you must have modeled it, and also you may be predicting it for the future possibilities. And please communicate with the government agencies that so-and-so areas. I have thought about it. I don't know whether people might have already implemented or not. You can take all the riverbeds and mountain areas. You can take the video camera data from the drones. Then you may be, even without any simulation or mathematical modeling, you can still be telling that the area has got a path for floods, and you can take the soil data and also say that there is a possibility in this area the flash floods can create landslides. Okay, such kind of thing. And I just wanted to, I was thinking about that kind of thing. So these possible areas you can always, give an advanced warning in addition to earlier warning of you are giving about rain and then monsoons and heavy rains. So we have discussed about exchange of ideas, thoughts across the teams and the labs, and also utilize the services of outside agencies. I think you may be having lack of manpower, though you have a lot of things to be done, but lack of manpower may be there. Wherever it is feasible, and you can take outside agencies help and guide them. They cannot just like that help you. Okay, so you must also procure an equipment whenever it is, whichever is necessary only, because normally what happens is the marketing technique fellows will be bombarding us. You take this has got benefit. We don't know whether he has validated it or not. It's very difficult to say that validation is possible or not. Okay, he will keep on attracting our own scientists or the people in the concerned thing. Buy it, because he has got an advantage of marketing, and he has got the techniques of marketing. He wanted to get benefited. So I feel that don't waste government money for the sake of somebody's marketing technique. Okay, so I feel that these are some of the points which I listed, but whichever is relevant for you, please pick it up from this. I wish you all the best for your current and future endeavors. In the end, I would like to play a small video, 3 minutes. Is it possible? Is it coming? I gave the pen. After okay. So I sincerely thank organizers for inviting me for the 20th Foundation Day celebrations and making me meet all of you. It is a wonderful gathering. Thank you very much. Namaste and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experiences. We are deeply grateful for your enlightening words. Now, with immense pleasure, I share that as part of the Foundation Day celebrations, a short poem competition was conducted with the theme of 20 years of the Ministry of Earth Sciences, both in Hindi and English. This competition saw enthusiastic participation from the employees of the ministry, and now it's time to facilitate the winners. मैं अब सेक्रेटरी मैम से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे इस काव्य प्रतियोगिता के विजेताओं को सम्मानित करें। मैं सभी विजेताओं से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि मैं जिस क्रम में उनका नाम लूँ उसी क्रम में स्टेज पर आएँ और मैडम से अपने सर्टिफिकेट्स प्राप्त करें। So first is Miss Komal Singh, stenographer, MOS, and the category was Hindi. Mr. Bhupendra Singh, DEO, Hindi section. The category was again Hindi. Mr. Ellen John, Senior Engineer, Deep Ocean Mission. The category was English. Ms. Deepika Bansal, Private Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, category Hindi. Mr. Amit Kumar, Data Entry Operator, PESA and Budget, MOS, category was Hindi. Ms. Mausam, ASO, IFD, category was again Hindi. Mr. Akash Meena, MTS, category was Hindi. Ms. Divya Batra Khullar, Assistant Library Information Officer, Ministry of Earth Sciences, category was Hindi. Ms. Getsi Bai, Scientist F, Ministry of Earth Sciences, category was English. Mr. Srinivas Rekha, Scientist C, Ministry of Earth Sciences, category was English.
Kathak.
Congratulations to all the winners once again. अब कार्यक्रम के अंतिम चरण में प्रवेश करते हुए आभार और सम्मान के प्रतीक स्वरूप मैं सेक्रेटरी मैम से विनम्र अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे सम्मानित अतिथियों को स्मृति चिन्ह और शॉल भेंट करें. यस मैम. अब मैं जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी सर को आमंत्रित करती हूँ कि वे सेक्रेटरी मैम और DGIMD को स्मृति चिन्ह व शॉल भेंट करें. और अंत में मैं डॉक्टर अखिलेश मिश्रा जी से निवेदन करती हूँ कि वे जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी सर को स्मृति चिन्ह और शॉल भेंट करें. Thank you. As we draw towards the conclusion of this program, I invite DGIMD Dr. Mohapatra to deliver the vote of thanks.
Namaskar, good afternoon to all of you. Respected guest of honor, Dr. A.E. Muthanayagam. Respected guest of honor, Dr. Chandramouli Gaddamangu. Respected Secretary, Minister of Arts Sciences, Dr. N. Kalaiselvi Madam. Joint Secretary, Minister of Arts Sciences, Dr. J.S.R. Reddy Sahab. It is really a proud privilege for me to extend the vote of thanks from the Minister of Arts Sciences to all of you on this festive occasion of 20th Foundation Day celebration of Ministry of Earth Sciences. As we have listened to all our visionaries present on the dais, it is a proud privilege and it is very unique on the occasion of 20th Foundation Day that we have the personalities who are internationally recognized, who are nationally recognized with Padma Shri. Therefore, on behalf of MOS family and my personal behalf, I extend the heartiest congratulations and vote of thanks to Dr. A. Muthunaigam sir for his gracious presence on this occasion, providing valuable guidance and suggestions. Sir, I can assure you, your each word on this day will go a long way in realizing the vision of Ministry of Earth Sciences. Your work on research, development, innovations, science, and engineering, starting with the Ministry of Space, then Ministry of Ocean Development, and finally Ministry of Earth Sciences, has certainly been a landmark for each youngster, those who are present here. And I am sure in future, your vision of 80s, which has been realized in 20s now, will also guide us while we go for our strategy for implementation of 2047, and certainly guaranteeing the objective of today's celebration, that is MOES for Vikasit Bharat. In 2047, we can assure you that the way in which this young ministry has developed in the past 20 years will certainly scale new heights and will be a part and parcel of each and every socio-economic activities, not only of the country, but also the world. We are also really grateful to Dr. Chandramouli sir for your gracious presence here, and your presence itself motivates each of us because of your huge contribution, stellar contribution in the field of defense science, research, development, and applications. And while you discussed about the multidisciplinary approach in each of the scientific activities, it reminded us again that earth science is a truly multidisciplinary science. And your each word has encouraged all the youngsters, all the family members of the MOES, and also the extended family members. As you told that you do not have much interaction with that, I want to just inform you that Ministry of Earth Science also works with DRDO, and we provide weather forecast for each and every missile launch. And when the missile launch establishment came up in ITR Chandipur for testing, so I was there at that time as a scientific assistant, and I witnessed with Dr. Kalam's leadership the first missile test of Agni. And then we are thinking about that time Akash. So you are really the brain behind the Akash missile, which has not only strengthened our sustainability, resilience with respect to defense, but also has given a courage to each and every one, and it has formed a shield for the defense of the system. So thank you very much, sir, for your presence on this occasion. We have all listened to our visionary secretary of Ministry of Earth Sciences, Dr. N. Kalaiselvi Madam. I was really overwhelmed with her lectures, with her advice, with her vision, and with her strategy. And she demonstrated herself in the scientific community as Secretary of DSIR. At that time also, Minister of Earth Science benefited from her knowledge, experience, expertise, and guidance and leadership. And now directly, though it is a short period, she has put her stamp. She has brought out certain initiatives in the ministry in this very few months, which will be remembered for years together. And Madam, your advice with respect to the strategy for the Vision 2047 will certainly help each of the ministry components here and each of the individual scientists here, engineers here. And as you told that this ministry has encompassed all the spheres, and therefore by that way, this ministry will be working again with you wherever you go, and we will be taking your advice and guidance in the future also. And personally, I am really grateful to you, madam. So, when we talk of the Minister of Arts Sciences, which has completed 20 years today, so it goes to the past in my mind when Minister of Arts Science first developed the Vision 2020 with Secretary, Minister of Arts Sciences, then Dr. Shailesh Nayak. It was prepared, and many of us are present here who wrote the vision statement at that time. And if you compare now, really, we have gone ahead and beyond the vision which we prepared at that time. Then it was followed up by the Vision 2015 during Dr. Rajivan's time, and we prepared for Vision 2030 at that time. 2015 for Vision 2030, and I am sure if you compare now in 2026 with Vision 2030, already Minister of Arts Science has achieved a lot towards that directions. So therefore, recently, with Government of India's approach, we have come up with Vision 2047 in 2025, and we have already drawn our path for the next 22 years. And again, taking the target for Vision 2030, then 2040, and finally for 2047. And while doing all these things, there is a strategy, there is an operational plan, there is a review mechanism. So all these has helped, even though it is a younger organization, like say 20 years only. But as you told that, yes, the ministry has passed through the childhood, it has passed through the some parts of the youthhood or adolescence, but still it is an adolescent stage, and it will have to pass through 20s, and then it will perhaps it will mature, and it will certainly scale the new heights with the visionaries present here and their guidance, and also the visionaries who have guided us in the past. I remember Dr. P.S. Goyal, who was the first secretary of the Ministry of Arts Sciences, for his contribution, stellar contribution, especially bringing up all, which was again galvanized with Dr. Shailesh Nayak Saab, the secretary. Then it was followed up by Dr. Rajivan Saab. And finally, Vision 2047, which I was talking of, that was taken up by Dr. M. Ravichandran, who have just recently has taken the superannuation. So therefore, all the leadership has continuously enhanced the multidisciplinary approach and enhancing and enabling each and every family member in the Ministry of Arts Sciences, and also enabling the extended family members like research and development organizations to realize the maximum objective of the Ministry of Arts Sciences. So therefore, on this occasion, 20 years, we all feel proud of, and we express our deep gratitude to all these leaders. And these leaders also include the former directors, former director generals of each 10 institutes which constitute the Ministry of Arts Sciences. It includes the program heads, the scientist Gs, and the leaders. It includes the administrators, including our Joint Secretary, who is leading now for the 20th year celebration. So by that way, each and every person, starting with the MTS, up to the Secretary in the Ministry, have contributed to realize this glorious day of 20 years of foundation of Ministry of Arts Sciences. So on behalf of Ministry of Arts Sciences, therefore, I express deep gratitude to all of you in the past, in the present, and also I ensure that all of us will work together as a family, and will take off all the guidance from the past members, and will grow together to realize further the one art science, which is a very rare organization in the world today. It is the only organization in the world, perhaps, which has got a ministry as refined, consisting of all the spheres, as Madam told. So I would not take any names further, because it is very difficult to take names, but still I express deep gratitude to the current directors of all the institutes, including me as the DG of IMD, and all our support scientists, engineers, and the program heads, and especially all the important missions which they have taken up. We also thank special teams under the leadership of Reddy Saab for organization of this 20-year celebration of the Foundation Day. But especially I will say the planning committee headed by Dr. Jagbir Singh, and then social media team, and Dr. Bhavya Khanna, and hospitality and protocol, Neha Singh Madam, and then of course event decoration and logistics, Sri Rajendra Kumar Kumar. And all of you and your team, I really need a big applause. I request all of you to give a big applause to all together. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With this, we conclude the formal proceedings of the 28th Foundation Day celebrations. और अब मैं सभी से निवेदन करती हूँ कि वे राष्ट्रगान के लिए अपने अपने स्थानों पर खड़े हो जाएं।
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
On behalf of the Ministry of Earth Sciences, I once again thank each one of you for your gracious presence and participation. May the journey of Earth Sciences continue to inspire and illuminate our paths forward. I warmly invite all present. Thank you all. I invite all to join for lunch as per the displayed information.
Second